The next question is, Chris, you outlined the 3 statistical advantages of AFX and LEOPARD, which I think was ARC at 1 year, occlusion, freedom from occlusion, freedom from conversion. So that's what the data is showing. Maybe, Chris, spend a moment talking about something that always actually exercises trialists, statistical versus clinical significance. What level of absolute risk do you need to see before a statistical difference becomes, clinically relevant?
I mean, I think we've all faced this over the years as we start looking, and the trial numbers aren't huge here, but as we start looking at differences that for a variety of reasons can drive a p-value, and then you have to ask yourself, well, how does that impact my decision to use a device? How does that impact my clinical practice? I think the important part of this is we've proven without a doubt that AFX is absolutely positively, at least out to the 36-month time point, no different in terms of any of these outcomes compared to the proximally fixated devices. What you see is a trend, at least in these 3 areas, that in some scenarios, AFX may have a comparative advantage. And when we designed this trial initially, it was a design with the hypothesis that we would show both non-inferiority and then potentially superiority. What we found is about halfway through the data set that although you could drive a statistically significant difference between the 2 groups, the number of patients it would take to really prove that would be so large, and the clinical relevance was, relatively speaking, not huge, that it really didn't make sense from a cost effectiveness standpoint. So we've stopped the enrollment sort of at the point where we achieved the data that we needed to find.
Yeah, absolutely.